Request rearming.
Copy. Rearming complete.
Gina, Springfield, 1-3. Request startup.
Springfield, 1-3. Martini, clear for startup. Wind 144. At 5 meters per second.
Gina, Springfield, 1-3. Request taxi to runway.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
Who's ready to taxi?
Springfield 1-3. Martini, clear taxi to runway 13.
3 ready to taxi.
Wish we could go out 3-1.
Yeah, roger. Yogi, is that you taxiing? Roger, let's taxi out to the runway.
Right. Yogi on 138.
Yogi, are you on 138?
Roger.
Are you going out solo?
Yeah, I'm a bit pissed at the moment.
What, drink or...
No, I'm pissed off.
What's up?
I'll talk to you. I'll explain later.
Roger.
Springfield 1-3. Unable to clear for takeoff.
Yeah, I'm going anywhere.
Springfield 1-3. Martini, you are cleared for takeoff when ready.
Come on.
Climb 300 at QFE 28.29.
Okay, 2, shall we switch over frequency so we can converse with Boozy?
Sure.
Roger, we'll go 251.
Rotate.
Yeah, button 18.
Switch air to air. Go. Seatbelt, go.
Magic, Springfield, 1-3. Request bogey dope.
Springfield 1-3. Magic, Bra, 284, 460 at 3,500.
Roger,
Cold.
let's turn to starboard turn, head towards waypoint 4.
Springfield 1-3. Magic, pop-up group, 284, 460 at 4,000. Cold.
Crash 2. Easy, Springfield. Easy, go. I'll just be good. Roger, Springfield is inbound.
Sound buster at 560 knots.
Oh, Roger, let's cruise
Yeah,
at 420.
there's one MiG-29 still out there.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Take it he got you.
Yeah, I got his buddy, but his buddy got me. And I killed someone
Springfield
else.
1-3.
I
Magic,
think it
pop-up
was
group,
one of the top of
278,
them.
460 at 4,500 knots.
Why are you fed up?
Two's come right, heading 273.
Springfield 1-3. Magic, pop-up group, 273, 450 at 4,000. Cold. Springfield 1-3. Magic, Bra, 261, 170 at 5,000. Flanking. Springfield 1-3. Magic, Bra, 269, 450 at 4,000. Cold.
29, look me up.
Springfield 1-3. Magic, pop-up group, 265, 450 at 4,000 knots.
Someone tell Phil he's got a MiG-29 going up his ass.
Buddy's fine.
No line of rescue.
Pair of SQ-35 coming in.
Kicking out.
Phil got killed.
Heading 290.
Are we staying low?
Yeah,
There's-
some fucker blew me out of the sky just as I
Springfield
was coming in
1-3.
to land at
Magic,
good
Bra,
place.
265,
Really?
450
Really?
at
No,
17,000.
negative,
Cold.
response to Angels 20.
I'd been hit, so I was going back to repair, and the nearest one was Kutaisi. I wouldn't have made Racini. Just as I was doing an overhead brake, just as I turned left, I got whooped up the arse.
Well, that's not cricket, Old Boy.
It's not, because Kutaisi's a friendly airfield, was it not?
Exactly. Unless we got a civilian.
Channel switched.
Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra, 261, 460 at 20,000, flanking.
So let's go full burner, let's get there.
2. Did you say Angels 20?
Yeah, roger.
I think that 29's cold at Angels 23 and climbing.
Roger, bearing 289.
Yeah, looks like it. 0.8 Mach.
Yeah, roger, I've got him 47.3, I've got him locked.
Yeah, there's one. There are a
Springfield
couple more
1-3,
closer.
Magic, pop
To
up,
our left.
265, 460 at
10 o'clock.
3,500.
Roger, I'm just going again.
And another one inbound.
Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group, 223, 460 at
Which one do you have?
3,500 knots.
None of them at the moment.
Looks like they're all cold at the moment. Yeah, there is a friendly down there.
Magic, Bra, 229, 470 at 12,000 knots. Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group, 318, 460 at 4,000 knots. Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group, 224, 460 at 4,000 knots.
Okay, I have one 13 miles.
Roger, I've got 117 miles, I'm entirely sure.
So one at 20,000.
Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group, 317, 460 at 3,500 knots. Magic, Springfield, 1-3. Request bogey dope. Magic, Springfield, 1-3. Request bogey dope.
Pull up, pull up.
Magic, Springfield, 1-3. Request picture. Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra, 268, 450 at 17,000, flanking. Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra, 267, 450 at 17,000, flanking. Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra, 257, 450 at 18,000, flanking. Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra, 255, 450 at 18,000, flanking.
Got nothing on radar.
Magic, Springfield 1-3. Request bogey dope. Springfield 1-3. Magic, Bra 222-450 at 26,000. Cold. Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra 220-445 at 22,000. Cold. Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up
Fox
group
3.
30046 at 3,500. Hot. Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group 29444
Fox 3.
at 2,500.
Fox 3.
Hot.
Splash.
He's flanking to the right. Or to the southeast. Fox 3. He's diving. Splash.
Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra 168-450 at 13,000.
Roger that. Retrograding. AWACS isn't doing his job. I'm just orbiting.
Altitude.
Springfield,
Altitude.
1-3, request bogey dope. Springfield 1-3, Magic, Bra, 172, 490, at 9,000, flanking. Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group, 173, 490, at 3,500, flanking.
No joy on him. What's their altitude? I've got something down there at 20. Oh, it disappeared. Copy.
Magic, Springfield 1-3, request picture. Springfield 1-3, Magic, clean.
All aircraft flare. All aircraft flare. All aircraft flare. Fox 3.
Springfield 1-3, Magic, pop-up group, 17147, at 4,000, hot. Springfield 1-3, Magic, merged.
Yeah, called.
Splash 1.
I am, yes. At the moment, orbiting left. I have 9 120s and 2 9Xs. Fuel state 5.5. Now might be a good time to hit the tanker.
Altitude. Altitude.
44 miles away. That would be Arco. Texaco might be closer. 15 X-ray. Yeah, they're about the same. What's your fuel fuel stay. Well, let's see, 55. Okay. Request Echo at 49 miles.
Magic, Springfield 1-3. Request bogey dope. Springfield 1-3. Magic, clean. Texaco, Springfield 1-1. Request rejoin.
Good night.
Texaco, Springfield 1-1. Request rejoin.
Buddy joined your channel.
Hello, Yogi, you there?
Microphone
Hello,
activated.
Phil.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
I'm alright, mate.
You looked all on your own, so I thought I'd come and see you.
Oh, that's very kind of you, mate. It's very kind. I was a bit pissed off and I wanted to be alone, to be honest. I wanted to just take my frustration out on these MiGs.
What's up?
Well, I flew out earlier and I got shot down because I'd forgotten I'd changed the configuration of my buttons to what they should be on the F-18. So when I was trying to go into ACM mode, it wouldn't go into ACM mode, so I couldn't lock onto the MiGs and I got shot down. And that's what I was pissed off about.
Were you in the mission?
I am in the mission, yeah.
Are you in the mission now?
Yeah, I'm just flying over now, check. Just shot down 3 MiGs, so I'm just loitering to see if there's any more. Just to cover your guys, the Hogs' escape.
No, you won't be covering me. I got shot down.
Oh, right, okay. How you doing anyway, Phil? You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's all the other buggers, isn't it?
Oh, I know, mate. How's the job hunting going?
Yeah, hitting a brick wall.
Really? Something will turn up, mate. I'm sure of it. If you want any coaching skills, by the way, I was a manager, and I did give coaching skills to my team when I was a manager. So
I think the reality is there's 2 options here. Number 1, I'm too old. And number 2, I've been out of it for about 5 years because I've been doing the drone company bit. And nobody really wants to seem to touch me. I'm 59, I'm nearly 60, Yogi, so...
Well, have you thought about something different other than sales?
Yeah, I'm getting into that at the moment.
What are you thinking about doing?
I'm looking at my sales still, but it's commission only, but selling the debit card transaction machines.
Oh yeah.
So going around to SMEs and speaking to them and trying to get them to do a comparison, etc., etc.
Yeah, I know the type you're talking about. Yeah. Who would that be for? Which credit card company?
Well, it's more independent companies that negotiate rates with the main clearing banks. So as you get your Barclays, your Visa, your Amex, your Evo, your Elavon, there's like a sub-layer of companies that negotiate rates and then bring people on a commission-only basis to go around SMEs and sell that.
All right. Okay. Well, sounds interesting.
Interesting. We'll see whether it pays any money.
Well, I mean, you can only but try. Will they pay your expenses at least?
Nah, they pay nothing.
They pay nothing, so you're just purely at commission.
Purely commission. But if you get a deal, it might be worth 250 quid, so you can get a couple of those a week.
Is that what they say it was worth?
Yeah, it depends on what you've got to go in at, and depends on what you're up against. I mean, it could go down to 140 quid or something like that for a... But if they got 5 of those, 5 machines that they're using in 2 or 3 multiple sites, then that could work out. We'll see. I don't know at the moment. I'm just giving it a go.
Right. I see. Well, I mean, you could always... I mean, there must be
Work
something...
for Tesco's, yeah, I could.
Well, no, I was going to suggest... I mean, something I'm thinking about in the future is kind of related skills, soft skills that utilise the skills that I've done in sales. So things like project management, for example, delivering on a project that will allow, if I do I think the recognised qualification is prints. So go to college, get my prints qualification. I think it costs about 400 quid, something like that. And then, try for project management. Something different on a contracting basis.
Bingo.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does. I've certainly done the project management.
Well, there you go. Why don't I set up a limited company and go out and let yourself as a contractor.
Trouble is, you need the business to do that and get some guarantees that you're going to get some business.
Guarantees? What are you talking about?
Well, you start setting up limited companies, and then you got the relative costs involved on that.
Very small.
It depends on the accountancy side and the setup costs. And I did it with Fly Camera with the drone business.
Oh, really?
But the regular. I mean, I did that over 4 years.
Well, if you've got, hang on a minute. If you've got a limited company already, utilise that.
I've closed that down, but
yeah, but it's
because that was creating regular costs all the time.
Costs such as
accountancy for starters. You're 500 quid a year on accountancy costs. You're talking about registration fees with company house. I know that's not a lot, but it's still an extra 100 quid. I was talking about with Fly Camera another sort of 250, 300 quid a year to get registered with them. And it's certainly you're looking at sort of extra costs, and if you're not doing enough business to generate and cover those costs, which I wasn't with Fly Camera towards the end of it, then it just becomes out of your pocket all the time.
Okay. Alright.
This is why I said it's fine if you've got contacts that you can work off and you leave somewhere and use those contacts that you're close with to generate that business and say, look, will use, and you suddenly get 2 or 3 situations. But
User
that
disconnected from your channel.
I don't have anymore.
Right. But you must have contacts from your previous business that you could, customers that could be interested in your skills as a project manager. No?
Yeah, but we're talking about 5 years ago. But so it really is potentially a start again job.
You got nothing to lose, have you?
No, apart from 400 quid for the course and setting up a company, and you see what I'm trying to say? I mean, it's just me always throwing money into it all the time.
So what's the alternative then?
Well, do something commission only or go and work for Tesco's.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't want to work for Tesco's.
Well, then, it's... I know it's a bit of a long shot. It's not, well, wouldn't even call it a long shot. If you get the qualification, it's better if you've been... how long have you been unemployed since your company shut down?
Probably about a year.
Right, so in a year you could have got your Prince 2 qualification.
Yeah, but that leaves me another year. And then suddenly I'm 61, 60, pushing on 62.
Yeah, but contracting doesn't care. Because contract is only 3 months, 6 months, a year tops. And that's the thing about contracting. You're not a permanent member of staff. That's why you become more attractive. But you're also experienced, so that makes you even more attractive. I mean, that's my view of the world.
I get that if you get the contacts into it.
Okay, I thought
but I don't really, after 6 years, 5, 6 years out of it.
Yep, we'll check it out.
I'm not sure I'd have the contacts back into that, to be honest.
We'll go
Well,
on 251.
You must have phone numbers, little back book, no?
Yes, but
then?
Not people I've spoken to for 5 or 6 years, and potentially they've moved on.
What have you got to lose? You're creating objections before you've even tried.
You have,
I hear, and I'm not trying to create objections to it. It's just through how I've done it in the past, and it's a situation where I don't want to throw more money into it to create the same sort of situation.
The simple.
I know what you're saying.
So the simple way maybe to do this is if you rang up a few of your customers and said, look, this is what I'm going to be doing. Is there a possibility of getting some contract work as a project manager? Could you let me know, yes or no? And ask a few of them. See what they say. What you got to lose about doing that?
Yeah, I hear. The trouble is, my customers were sort of people like Northern Foods and all the major food manufacturers.
And
they would probably do it internally.
You never know until you try. Food manufacturers are under a huge amount of cost pressures, so they can't afford getting on hiring permanent members of staff. Contracting makes it so much easier for them to, just go and hire somebody, if that makes sense.
It does, but if I was super specialist as a food scientist, then I would get where you're coming from. But I'm a salesperson working within the food industry.
What does food science?
From sales, I don't have any major pull for them to pull it away from being able to do it internally.
My view of the world, Phil, is you've got nothing to lose. You've got contacts, use them. And, you don't have to invest in setting up a limited company now. Your customers don't even need to know that at this stage. All you're doing is asking, well, is there a contract available?
Sure, but again, these customers I haven't spoken to for 5 or 6 years.
And?
How close is that contact then?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, at the end of the day, if they got a call from you tomorrow, what would happen? And you said, this is what I'm thinking of doing. Can I just have 5 minutes of your time? Can I come and have a chat? Have a coffee? Do you think they'd entertain you?
They probably would entertain me.
Right, well, there you go. What have you got to lose?
but it's more from a situation of knowing me in the past and doing business with me in the past. But they potentially wouldn't be the decision makers, are they?
No, but they might know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I hear what you're
It's
trying
your
to
call,
say.
Phil, but the alternative is you are where you are. You got to make things happen. If plan A's not working, you got to try plan B.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Come on, Phil. I'm trying to help a fellow sales guy. That's all.
Stepping
Yeah,
away
I
for a
know,
moment.
Yogi. I appreciate that. The inputs.
Like I say, I'm here to help. If you want to have a chat, do a bit of interview practice. If you want me to have a look at your LinkedIn profile, I've had some training on that in the past in a previous life, so I can advise. I can have a look
Okay,
at your
mate.
CV if you want.
That's appreciated. But I mean, no, I did what you said before about taking all the previous out.
Okay.
I'd still say it's coming back down to I'm too old, or I've been out of it too long.
Well, look, I know people who've just as old as you and I, and are still getting jobs, because the younger generation seem to be leaving this country because of Brexit. So it leaves more jobs open for people like you and me, sadly enough.
Bring on Brexit.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just get this vibe. I mean, I'm registered with probably 30 agencies,
Yeah.
and 95% of what I'm trying to do, what I've done, goes through agencies.
Right.
And you're probably talking about 8 or 10 of them who are basically ignoring me. And when I actually speak to them, they actually turn around and say, no, we wouldn't put you forward. Your best bet is to speak to the companies direct and see if you can get something that way, because we wouldn't put you forward.
Why wouldn't they put you forward?
Well, they would say, they can't say age, can they?
But I know they can't.
So they'd sort of skirt around it a little bit and say, well, probably because you've been out of it for 4 or 5 years and you can't bring contact straight to that business.
All right.
And I've been into a number of situations where people have put me forward, or I've gone for interviews, and the feedback has been totally shit, basically. I mean, I was going for a pretty low-level job with, I don't know whether you've heard of Bid Food. It used to be 3663.
No, I haven't. No, I don't know.
It's food manufacturer, sorry, a food distributor, who works nationwide, and CV going in front of the woman, and she turns around and says, well, he hasn't got enough business-to-business experience. And that is total and utter bullshit. Because I've had so much business-to-business. And then she came out with another reason after that, and then another reason as she was challenged back. And the reality is she either thought I was too old and been out of it too long, or she had somebody internally that she wanted to give the position to and was just going through the motions. So there's all sorts of shit like this that's going on, Yogi, that I'm not in control of, and I sort of can't do anything about. As far as the recruiters are concerned, all they're bothered about is to bring a varied amount of people to the party. So I often get to this situation where, I mean, I went for one with a company called Vico, which is a potato manufacturer, and there was 426 people who applied for it, and I got down to the last 8.
Right.
And then I got filtered out from there because apparently I didn't have enough marketing experience.
Right.
Now, as a salesman, why I need marketing experience, I don't know. So this sort of throws out another sort of question mark on it.
Yeah.
I went with one recently for Britvic, and it was only a mediocre
Anyone
paid
have
job,
the
28k, nothing
Stennis's,
special, all the rest of it.
tower
And
or
a
Marshall?
lot of these big nationals now are actually farming out to
Tower should be 127.5.
other companies to employ, so they don't have all
127.5.
the pension rights and all the rest of it. And so I got interviewed for that, got down to the last 6,
Magic,
went in for the interview,
1-3. Request
and they
mojito.
didn't have the guts even to turn round and send me a return to turn around and say you have or you haven't got the job because of. So I sent them did we have a conversation about this?
Yeah, you did tell me.
And I got a response back for them, and the response was he got pipped to the post by somebody who would fit better, and it was a situation where with his presentation, I did a DCS presentation, and it was probably dragging out past 10 minutes, which is what they asked. But I said right from the start that, look, this might go over, tell me to cut it if you want me to cut it. We got halfway through the presentation, and I turned around and said, look, if you need me to cut this, cut this. And they turned around, and I asked them that question about 3 times, and they turned around and said, no, carry on, carry on, carry on. And I thought the engagement was there. And then, because I pushed them for a response back, they turned around and said, oh, he had 2 or 3 situations where we told him to kill the presentation and he wouldn't do that. And so all you're getting back is absolute lies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolute bullshit. So there's another reason, is where I'm coming from, which again is where I'm coming from a situation too old or been out of it too long.
1-3.
With them, it's too old, I think. I always get this, oh, he's just pipped to the post, you were down to the last 3, but, or you're down to the last 2, but...
Yeah.
It's all bollocks, it's all bullshit. I mean, I'm big enough and brave enough to accept it if they would tell the truth, but they can't do that with an age situation because it's illegal.
Well, mate, the only thing I can ask you, I can say is try, you know, and again, I keep saying it, but, you know, what you got to lose, really. But, you know, that's, ultimately, it's your call, mate. You can, you know, being harsh, Phil, you can sit there and accept it, right? Or you can try and do something about it. And I know that's harsh and it's easy for me to say, but...
That's not harsh at all, that's reality, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but you know, my suggestion is you've got to try something different, and
which is what I've tried to do to push to this commission only situation.
Well, fair enough.
It's totally in my own hands then, and I'm not reliant on other people. I'm not being pushed to do this or pushed to do that because they don't seem to be interested in me anyway.
Which is fair enough. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to do what you've got to do, and I guess commission only is good to a certain degree because you can sell what you like. Then you're not tied in many respects.
Yeah, it allows you to organise your own. I mean, it's certainly not ideal. It wouldn't be my ideal position, but if it brings me revenue coming in, then I need to follow that because I'm not getting anywhere by using conventional channels.
No.
But I get what you're saying about it all, that you've got to keep sort of trying and pushing, and when you've gone for, I must have done 130 applications. I must have had about 5 interviews. And each of them ones keep coming back with this sort of question mark without giving you the real
reason, yeah.
And the real reason is either I've been out of it for 5 years or I'm too old.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's a hard one, but as you say, you've got to make a choice and a decision. I mean, I went down the lines of spending money on the fly camera bit.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit low to retrain and restart and spend money on that. I need money coming in now.
Yeah.
So spend £1,000 here, and that will probably turn into £2,000 or £3,000. I mean, the reason I closed down Fly Camera wasn't because I didn't have the money to support it, but it was purely because I didn't want to put any more money into it,
Roger
because
that.
it wasn't generating what it should have generated,
Altitude.
or
Yeah.
what I was
Altitude.
expecting to, or whatever.
No, I understand, mate. I understand. I understand.
It's a hard one.
I mean, look, like I say, the offer's there. You know, I'd like to help if I can. You know, if you want to run something by me, I'm here for you, mate. All right. I know what it's
Thank you.
like being in your situation because I've been made redundant. Well, 2-3 times in my working career, so I've been off work. I know what it's like. So there you go. Anyway.
Thank you. That's appreciated.
That's all right, buddy. That's all right.
Am I spoiling your mission now?
No. I'm just coming into land. I'm just going to make a call right now. Springfield 1-3 on approach to the overhead, Tbilisi. One 3 in the break.
It's nice just to talk about it with somebody there, Yogi.
Yeah, like I say, mate, I know it's one of those things where, you know, if you can share the, I wouldn't say share the burden, but certainly share their thoughts, then at least you've got something there, you know what I mean?
It makes you think about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I still say I'm following the right path. I might as well do this.
Fair enough, mate. Springfield 1-3, gear down to land.
One three.
Springfield 1-3, short finals to land to Tbilisi, runway 13.
I'm going to move up, Yogi, see how the other guys are doing.
Alright, buddy, mate. Well, like I say, I've just landed anyway. I'm just going to come out of this, shut down. There we go.
Nah, move up as well.
Buddy left your channel.
Springfield 13 to 11. Do you copy?
Go ahead, 13.
You coming back in?
That's a negative. I'm going to call it a night.
Okay, you shutting down?
Yeah, roger.
Roger that.
I'm not entirely sure there's anything left out there.
No, I don't think there is. I was hanging around Nalchik seeing if there was any more MiG-29s, but nothing took off. By the way, sorry I maybe bit your head off the earlier.
No, it's alright, don't worry.
I was just a bit pissed off because I got shot down early because I'd forgotten how to... that I'd reconfigured my buttons, so I didn't get into ACM mode.
Ah, that's always a nightmare.
Yeah, so I was a bit pissed off with myself.
Not as pissed off as I was with myself yesterday.
The 19 got shot down.
But they didn't tonight, though, did they?
Sorry, who got shot down?
So, Tuspley, can we put this one down for a success?
Channel switched.
Sorry, Jack, what were you saying? Russ? Sorry, Russ.
I was just asking Alan if he would call that a success because we didn't shoot any A10s down.
I would say yes to that.
I'm just sitting here on the map. I don't know where Jeff's going. He's headed south.
Jeff as in hog flight.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Tusk 1-4, sorry.
Let's have a look.
Magsy's inbound, albeit quite far out.
Where is he?
He's right down by Texaco.
Oh yeah.
Shall we go and get him?
What the hell is he doing down there?
Shall we go and get him?
Can do, but unless he's going to refuel. What's that flight? It's Texaco. KC-135 at 22,000 feet. He's not going to go up there, is he? Oh, he looks like he is. He's turning towards it. I think he's going for a refuel, mate. I think he's going for a refuel. I think he's just going to go and practice refueling.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. I was toying with the idea of practicing refueling, but where all the refuel is, they're all down in the south. So anyway, I was in the north, so we've got to have some sort of cover in the north.
Yeah, I got down to sort of 4,000 and I thought I'd head to Texaco. Got there and he's boom only.
Oh, that's no
yeah,
good,
so I had to limp back to Tbilisi.
I think I'd like them to put some F-16s in the future. Would be nice.
Yeah, could probably do with it actually. Ask Alan.
Oh well, but not yet. I think once there's a few more updates on the F-16, we've got centerline tank and a bit more control of the nav aids and stuff like that.
I think that's all coming in the next update, isn't it?
I think some of it is, yeah. I know we've got in-track while scan is in the next update and one or two other bits and pieces. What's the time? 22.
Your question. Your F-18.
Yeah.
Is your barometric altitude hold work okay?
Yeah, I was using it earlier.
Mine won't engage. Neither will my radio altimeter.
I had to switch the radar altimeter off and then back on again to make it work. It wasn't working initially. I don't know why that was.
No, I don't even get the two little green dots come up next to it.
Okay.